Refugium is a word that I heard, and it was a perfect fit really for my concept, which was to create an oasis. A place of calm, but also Refugium is a specific environment outside of which a species cannot survive. Yes, some species of butterflies are endangered, so that would fit here. But this isn't as much an ecological statement as it is a metaphorical statement, which is that this is an immersive installation. It's designed so that you walk around it and you're in it, and therefore you are part of the installation. You are part of the artwork. I started out though with 2 cocoons that grew into 3, and I now have 24. The very first one, well, I wanted to take my artwork off the wall for one thing. I wanted to just have it be 3-dimensional, take something paper, which is my love, my medium. Take that very 2-dimensional medium and make it 3-dimensional. So I had some die-cut taffeta fabric that I used to craft these hanging suspensions they're human scale. They're 4.5 to 7 feet. They're about 1 1/4 to 1 3/4 in diameter. So they're very much at a human scale. And so I started cutting these butterflies out of shoji paper, which was introduced to me by another artisan. And it's a Japanese paper. This particular one is infused with polymer, which gives it some durability, but it also has a lovely essence of fragility, which fragility and durability perfectly describe butterflies. So I started cutting them out, tracing them, cutting them out, hole punching, inserting scrapbooking brads, these little mini brads, and it went into this die-cut fabric, and that was wonderful. And I thought, oh, I want more. I want to be surrounded by these. 3 doesn't exactly surround, so I wanted to be surrounded by these. I just started creating, and I sourced the lace fabric, which is really interesting. Some of them are lace curtains. They start as lace curtains, which if you think about a lace curtain has that translucence that you can see through, which is a quality I also want for these pieces. Now, some pieces have a lot more butterflies, so they're not as translucent. They're much more dense. But at any rate, what I found too with the lace fabric was interesting. The motifs that they're woven into the lace fabric are nature motifs. They're flowers, they're vines, they're sometimes butterflies themselves. So it seemed like a perfect fit. Sewing has been an element in many of my pieces. I just love the edges of the cocoons. The negative space is as important as the positive space. So when I had this opportunity to do a very site-specific installation, I was just thrilled. Some of them are all white. Some of them are some very fragile hues, almost pink. Others have tonal quality. They do the values, the blacks, the grays, and the whites. And I thought if I did them all white, I mean, yes, it would have a very ethereal light quality, but I wanted to create focal points and interests so that you wouldn't want to come in here and dismiss this installation and say, oh, they're all white. I've seen one, I've seen them all. Which, by the way, because I hand cut all of these butterflies, in essence, they're the same butterfly, but they're not the same butterfly First of all, the template that I created is asymmetrical, just like we are. And by cutting each one by hand, they're not going to be machine-made perfect. And I love that human quality that is a part of the process and the product. I want you to just feel as though you're in an oasis of peace and calm. And Lord knows, we could use that these days.